Here to talk about Wuchen. Yes, the OG hero. He's been around for a while now. He has gotten a rework. So today we're going to go over his skills and ultimates and how they perform now. So taking a look at the Fs, let's start with F1 Spirit Blades. It used to be his F3. This is unchanged for the most part. There's 3 blades. They pull up a wind wall which blocks range attacks. They also restore armor to you and your teammates. It prevents a fatal strike by breaking the blades, even if you only have 1 left, and restoring that small amount of fatal health. It's really good against like Great Sword, where it can be a chunk of health that becomes fatal. You end up restoring that health or keeping that bit of health, if you will. F1 unchanged, used to be F3. It's here, it's great. So moving over to F2. F2 performs kind of like his V2 used to, right? His V2 was a swap. It swapped places with you and your opponent and allowed you to get a little combo off if you were quick enough, right? If you positioned it well. So now the F2 can be activated, and it's a combo breaker, so it can be activated once, and while it's out, you have 9 seconds, I believe, 8 seconds, 12 seconds. So while it's out for 12 seconds, you have the ability to swap positions with you and wherever you throw your blade. You can hit your opponent, swap positions with them, or you can teleport yourself up to like a higher ledge. So we're going to go over that. We're going to show you how it looks and all that good stuff too. So moving over, Tai Chi Teleport. Wuchen's V1. This is his V1. So we're talking about the OG V1. Not a lot's changed there besides the reworks to it. As a whole, it essentially just doesn't go quite as far or allow you to go as far from where it sat before you activate it. It also has a slightly better reach when you're trying to place it at 60 meters away. Let's talk about V2. V2 is where the magic really happens right now. Tai Chi Teleport Bladestorm is crazy. After activating the ultimate, tap V to cast a spell in the aim direction. Can be used twice. If the spell hits an enemy, the enemy will be struck with a series of Spirit Blades. If the spell doesn't hit any enemies, the area of impact will be struck with a series of Spirit Blades. They perform slightly differently, we'll show you that. The blades damage and power increase over time. So the last blades to hit you from activation are going to be the strongest blades towards the end. So let's get into practice and let's show you what some of those look like and how they perform. Alright, we are here in training and we're going to show you how these skills and ultimates look, a couple things you can do with them, how they perform overall. So F1 we already know can be used as a combo breaker, and it does put heals on your character. You can see there that I was applied some heals upon each sword cast. It makes the wind wall, it blocks projectiles. If you're an OG player, that's what the move has done for a long time. If you're a newer player, that's what it does. It will give you a breakout potential, so we could be getting attacked by this guy and break out and be able to get healed. Alrighty, so V1 still the OG skill that it was. You can place it a little farther away now upon activation, about 60 meters away, so you have some really good coverage. You can't go quite as far away from it, so if you place it there, you used to be able to go 120 meters away from it. Now 90 will be the max distance you can go before it says you need to go back, or it'll uncast automatically. It saves your rage and then you can cast it again. It teleports you and your team to the set location. It does give an attack buff to any players over 80% health, and it gives a defense buff to anybody under 80% health. So that's a cool way to utilize that with different team comps. Moving on, we're going to talk about the sauce, the 2 brand new abilities essentially. His F2 is also a combo breaker. This does not apply heals, but it does allow you to break out, and for 12 seconds you're able to place this wherever you want, and it can teleport you to another location. You don't have to hit anything, you can do it mid-air, or you can do like his old V2, his old ultimate, which would be swap positions with you and a player. So here we could be close and I could go boom and swap us, and go ahead and go into a combo that I choose, right? So his F's pretty amazing. Again, it doesn't apply any heals, but it's pretty good for movement and for combo potential, especially if you're getting maybe third-partied over here and you want to swap positions with you and a player. You can be like, hey buddy, you're close to that player now, I'm out of here, right? So the F's really cool. Being a combo breaker is still amazing. We're talking about V2 now. V2 is what changed the game for this guy, right? We talked about the raining ultimates down, and if you've played Showdown, then you'll know how this operates a little bit. We're going to activate the ultimate. You do not get refund. It takes us down to 0%, but you get 2 casts of this sword shower. If you hit your opponent with it, it marks them, and it starts hitting them no matter if they move or not. We'll put him on combat mode so he can start moving. There are ways that you can kind of avoid some of the shots here. So if I mark him, you can see not every sword will hit him, but the big ones will do lots of damage and are pretty likely to hit. This is his V2. If you don't hit your opponent and you just want to close off an area, you're being chased, or you want to make a little space to go ahead and pop heals, then you can mark an area on the ground, not hitting an opponent, and it will rain down showers at your chosen location. Now, if there's 2 people, you're only going to be able to mark one of those players. That player will now be chased by the spectral swords, the spirit swords raining from above. It's pretty awesome. It doesn't offer any heals. You get 2 of those, and that's it. It's enough to definitely take control of the fight. This is the new Wuchen at his finest. If you guys have been here for a while, then you know. Now Wuchen is definitely viable in solos. Still very, very strong in multiple game modes, applying close to 1,500 heals for the entire team off of his F alone. Now with the control on the V2, and still the option to use the V1 to place your teammate, get revives, and go ahead and take that in game. He's got a little bit of everything. Both of his Fs offer breakouts. Very, very strong character right now in Naraka Bladepoint. We love him. He's got a lot going on with the story. And I hope you guys get on and try him out. We're on live all the time. If you need any tips, let me know. I'll see you on stream. Have a good one.